1969 Fiat 850 Spider, this one. Charming little car, this. You'll see there from the video when we get round to it. So basically this car's been dry stored for 14 years in dry storage. And what happened was very, very recently, unfortunately, the garage next door caught fire. And it has caused some damage to this little Fiat. It's HPI clear, it's not an insurance write-off or anything like that, it's all HPI clear. But you can see, we'll get round to it in a minute, that it has caused some damage to the side. Another sort of little thing that's going on with this, it was, like I say, dry stored for 14 years. It was used for some rallying many, many years ago. You'll see we've got studded tyres all the way around on this. And we're going to get round to that in a second when we do the bodywork. Also, you'll notice it's got a Bath badges all over it. Yeah, we are trying to do some research and we can't really get anywhere with it. I will show you all the plaques. We're not selling it as a Bath, it's a Fiat 850 Spider. But, you know, it's just information that we've found and we know. So I'll show you all the little badges and the plaques and stuff on it. It does come with the registration plate as well, which is nice. So bodywork wise, we're going to start off the bonnet, work our way around. Like I say, it hasn't been written off by the insurance company. It wasn't claimed on or anything like that. But unfortunately, 14 years of dry storage in the garage next door did catch fire. So up the bonnet itself, you can see we've got some marks in the paintwork itself there. Some silicons that's been painted over the years. It's going to want some paintwork this. You've got no corrosion on the left-hand side underneath the windscreen. It is a right-hand drive car, this as well. Across the top of the windscreen, all nice and tidy. A few little marks at the back edge on the left-hand side. Wing top's lovely and straight, obviously flat in places. As you come down the left-hand side, you've got a dent at the front of the wing there and a few little bits and pieces on the wing. A little bit of bubbling at the back edge here. As we come down onto the left-hand side light, you'll see the glass is missing. It's cracked on the light. Apart from that, it's all complete. Nice and tidy on the bumper corners, but we've got some pitting to the bumpers itself. It's going to want some paintwork and some light restoration work, this one. Right-hand side's all nice and tidy. As you come up the wing again, you've got some fading and some bubbles underneath the paint on the right-hand side there. As you come down and around the wing, you see you've got areas of corrosion, some stone chips, some bubbling where the heads have come off. Like I say, studded tyres all the way around because it was used for some rallying. As you come down the right-hand side door, you'll see where the fire damage has happened. It's actually gone off quite lightly. It hasn't affected the roof at all, which is pretty crazy. No issues at all with the roof. Wants a bit of a re-dye because it's a bit faded, but there's no rips or tears on the right-hand side of the roof. Down the door, you'll see it's melted the wing mirror. And it has caused some issues to the paint, which you can clearly see there on the right-hand side. As you come down the right-hand side rear quarter, it's caused some more issues at the back on that quarter there. So it's going to want to repaint. Issues with the bumper there. It's got some light pitting in the bumper. Like I say, studded tyres all the way around. Up onto the back there, onto the engine cover again, you can see where the heat has damaged it. Sort of bubbling all the way across the rear of the engine cover there. And we've got some rust at the front edge there, some corrosion just starting to creep through on the back of the scuttle where the roof is as well. But you can clearly see that starting to flake off. It's had some filler work there and it's sort of come out, but you're back to bare metal. I'd save a little bit of time there. Onto the rear now again, we've got some pitting on the bumper itself. And a little bit on the right hand, but all the lights are nice and tidy. It's all complete, it's all good. It runs, it does drive this one as well. Granted, the brakes aren't very good. The handbrake works, but the foot pedal brake isn't too clever at all. So please bear that in mind as well. You're not going to drive at home. Well, you might do, but depends how brave you are. Nice and straight down the left-hand side rear quarter again. Some light imperfections in the paint, some sort of speckles and some bubbling. Across the lower half, all nice and tidy as you come to the left-hand side door. All nice and straight, but again, it does want some paint work in place as well on the whole thing. Realistically, the front wheel arch there, we've got some bubbling here, some corrosion coming through where the paint's come off the actual arch itself, but there's a little bit of bubbling underneath the paint on that left hand side front wing. But apart from that, nice and straight down that left hand side. Again, wing top, I have pointed this out there on the wing top there, and there's some more corrosion underneath the paint on the front of the left hand side wing top. Quite a rare little car, this. Before we do interior, I'm going to show you, obviously it's got a Bath badge, which is fairly easily on the front there, which anyone could have put on. But as we come into the engine bay before we go to the interior, you'll see there's a plaque here with your Bath written on it there at the back. You know, this might mean nothing. We're just trying to inform people as much as we can. You can see that there. You'll see that it's got a Bath on the cap there, and it's stamped onto the plate down here on the cover there. It says a Bath, which I can't quite get the camera in. So this cover here says a Bath on it as well, but more importantly, it's stamped on the plaque there, which does match the number up the top of here. So you can see that there. But even as a normal Fiat, quite a rare little car, especially in right-hand drive. Onto the driver's front door card, again, all nice and tidy, no rips or tears. Wants a bit of a clean, but nothing too major. The seats themselves, nice and tidy on the seats. Insert swabs all good. Leather's good on the side, no rips or tears. Red carpet set there with a little bit of wear. Warrants a good clean in there as well. Nice and tidy in the back section there. Dashboard's all good, all nice and tidy, no rips or tears to that leather dash top. All the dials are nice and clean. Inside of the roof looks to be good as well. Onto the left-hand side. Nice and tidy on the left-hand side. The pin's just unpinned itself from the door card there, but all nice and tidy, and we are missing a winder for the window. The seat itself, again, no rips or tears at all. Warrants good clean on the interior, on the carpet, and nice and straight from the back section there, and the dash from the left-hand side. The front storage compartment again, nice and tidy in there. Your spare wheels there, all nice and straight in there. We will go to the engine bay now. James is going to fire it up. Like I say, the brake pedal goes to the floor, but the handbrake works. Fire straight into life there. We're on the choke. There's no hesitation. No spun on the exhaust. And obviously the brake lights are on because the pedal's all the way down to the floor. So there you have it. I'll start it back up. There you have it. What a even in this condition, it's got such a charm to it. Definitely well worth sorting out, I would say. If you have a look at the prices on these as well when they're restored, they are good money. And there you have it, the lovely little Fiat 850 Spider there.